Good morning, my name is María del Carmen Bologna. I teach at Casa Grande University. This video answers frequently asked questions about English reinforcement. What is English reinforcement? It is a self-access center available through students' courses directories. As you can see on the screen, this self-access center provides general information at the beginning. It informs the students about the 4 English levels offered by the English program at Casa Grande. These levels are A1, A2, B1, and B2. What are the objectives of this self-access English center? The objectives are develop English communication skills as a result of language use practice, skills development, and independent learning strategies. Use learning strategies independently, learn and use exam techniques, access a directory of English e-learning resources according to your level, use basic interpersonal communication skills in A1, A2, and cognitive academic language skills in levels B1 and B2. How can students use the center? Well, this center has been created to provide friendly access to resources organized in these 4 levels of the English program at Casa Grande. I am scrolling down the page and I am showing you these 4 English levels, A1, A2, B1, B2. You can also find vocabulary lists organized as you can see on the screen. I am getting back to A1, which is the first English level of the program at Casa Grande. Here you can find the level general descriptor. I recommend that you can use it later to know what students are expected to do when they finish this English level. Here, students can click on Moodle books. These books organized resources in these 6 learning areas: grammar, vocabulary, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. All the 4 English levels of the program follow the same structure. What does this mean? That if you are in the following English level A2, you will also find resources organized in these 6 areas. You can click on Next to access, for example, the grammar section, where you have general information on top. That is why you are using this section, a list of grammar topics required in A1, and the resources you can use when you want to complete self-study lessons to consolidate or reinforce topics. For example, you can click on English Club, which is a recognized website that can offer information about different grammar topics. I can also click on British Council. This is another site where you can find extra practice topics organized in the CEFR levels, Common European Framework levels. You can click here and you can access different grammar-based lessons. And it's not only grammar. You can also click on Next and access vocabulary. You have here Exam English. This is one of the most efficient websites where you can find tests and monitor your vocabulary use. I am getting back and I'm clicking on next. And now I can find resources if I need to improve my listening skills. Here you have a British Council exams, English or English club. You can also have a list of tips that help you to maximize your strategies. I have just accessed reading. In this section. You find easy reading website, which is a very good site for beginners. Here you have a list of, for example, topics if you need to practice numbers or colors or any of these very common items in A1 program. I am now getting back once that we looked at reading. The final area is writing. Writing is very important for communication. And this area offers you tips and also well-known sites. For example, you can use Cambridge, Write and Improve. I advise you to register and make use of all these resources. Okay, now let's get back to the main page. Okay, just give me one more minute. Okay. Here we are. Why are you using this self-access center? Well, you're using it to add practice hours and consolidate or reinforce any item in these 6 areas seen when we used A1 resources. But you can also use it to know more about other information points required when you are taking, for example, an English placement test. I highly recommend you to use it. Just a second, please. Before I end this video, I would like to advise you to use this learning log. Why is this learning log advisable? Well, you can use it to organize your work through the self-access center. You can complete self-study lessons. You can write your name, your level, and also your professor's name. And here in the table, you have, for example, when you are using resources, which week. Remember that every cycle is organized in 13 weeks. So you can start and use the self-access center in week 1. Then the English learning area, as explained before, you can be interested, for example, in reading a topic you are doing in this area. Then the learning objective, what you learned through the self-access center, what you still need to practice, and also resources. All this information help you to have a record of your work through the self-access center. Okay, I'm just going to stop sharing for a second. And any questions you still need to ask, you can use the bulletin board. which is also available through the center. And I hope you can make the best use, and best wishes for all of you. Bye-bye.